Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is the law of assumption. The law of assumption is about whatever you believe to be true. This could be your beliefs, this can be your thoughts, and as well as life. And eventually hardens to effect through your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, as well as your behavior. If you assume something to already be true and emotionally live in that state, this is your practices, this is your decisions, this is your thoughts, then eventually it will become your reality because you are aligning yourself to match that frequency to receive whatever it is that you want, and it will eventually show up as your reality. Know that assumptions create reality, not effort and not force, just believing within yourself. And feeling is also a signal, not only just thinking but also feeling like you are in that reality, and that is how you can quantum leap from the current reality that you have at this moment and work towards the reality that you desire. It's all about what you believe and how you perceive yourself. So if you perceive yourself to believe that you get whatever it is that you want, things will start showing up for you in that way. But if you feel like that cannot happen for you and you have self-doubt, then that is what's going to show up as your reality. And know that your self-concept matters the most. How you view yourself determines what you allow and what you receive. Circumstances follow your beliefs, so your outer world will adjust to your inner beliefs. This means what you believe in your head and you carry that energy forward, your outer world will change to the circumstances that you have built within. So always believe that you are capable of receiving whatever it is that you want. Align yourself with that feeling of you already having it and you already being as such, and you will quantum leap into that reality. It does take time and it is a practice, but I guarantee you, if you try and you stay focused and not let anything shake what it is that you want for yourself, even your thoughts. You have to get a hold of your thoughts because that is what's going to shape you. So if you believe you are bad with money, then you are going to be bad with money. If you believe if you can't get past certain blockages, you will not get past certain blockages. But if you tell yourself that I can do this and I am good with money and I am able and I am capable, then you will start to align with that version of yourself. And when you say things never work out for me, subconsciously things will never work out with you because that is what you believe. You are limiting yourself by your self-concept. So it's really important to build this relationship with yourself so that you can overcome these mental blockages, because that's all it is a mental block from you not receiving what it is that you want and getting out of this life. It's because you are stopping yourself, whether you may be aware of it or not. And how it's practiced is you visualize the end result. So again, act like that person. What you see in your head, if you were to have it all, how does that person act? How does that person live? What type of habits do they have? What type of routine do they have? How are they as a person? If you can visualize the end goal and what it is that you're trying to work towards, you have to act like that in the journey. You have to become that person. And the only way that you become that is by practicing it daily. And I say affirmations are some of the best places to start. This is just looking at yourself in the mirror, maybe saying some good things about yourself, about your life, what you're grateful for before bed or first thing in the morning, whichever you choose. Stare in the mirror to help build this relationship with yourself and tell yourself good things. And be kind to yourself. Leave yourself alone. Give yourself a break and to just start at square one and try better tomorrow. And shifting your inner dialogue to match this identity that you're trying to become. So if who it is that you're becoming has confidence, has self-belief, has emotional stability, has like all of these characteristics that you see for yourself, You have to become that, because it doesn't just show up one day and fall into your lap. This is work that you have to put in. This is all a part of the journey. And who you decide to be internally decides who you are externally. So always start from within. Challenge yourself to tell yourself positive things every single morning and make it a part of your routine, especially if you're used to telling yourself negative thoughts, because thoughts aren't necessarily factual. They're not true. They're just something that pop up in your mind, and you choose whether you want to entertain it or not. So, and if you are someone who chooses to think negatively or poorly about themselves, it then becomes a habit and routine. So that is what your brain is used to thinking. So you have to start to rewire it and start to think positive things to uplift yourself, and so that you can uplift yourself and change your negativity to positivity. And shifting your inner dialogue could look like, I'm trying to, or one day. This is the mindset that you want to get rid of, and then implement it. Sorry, my contact, of course, is bothering me. And switch it to, I am the person who, or this is normal for me. So this is normal for me to work out for 10 minutes every single morning. This is normal for me to journal before bed. This is normal for me to do dishes, do chores, and what it is that I need to do when I know it needs to be done. And tell yourself, I am the type of person who shows up for myself. I am the type of person who believes in myself. I am the type of person who has unshakable self-confidence. Whatever it is, it may not feel that true, especially when you're coming from a place of not used to speaking to yourself this way. It's going to take some time for you to truly believe this, but just as much time you put into thinking negatively about yourself and then that becoming a habit, you can put the same energy towards thinking positive about yourself, and that will then become habitual, and that will change your inner belief system so that you are able to match this reality quicker, because it's all about alignment. Like, you don't even need to overexert yourself to get to where you want to be. You have the power to make this shift with just changing your belief system and how you view yourself. So that should be tremendous weight off of your shoulders to know that you really don't have to do anything extravagant, but build a connection and build a relationship with yourself and truly start to love yourself, start to show up for yourself, start to act as though and be as though, and not just assume that it's going to fall in your lap someday. You have to put this work in. This is the work that you need to do in order to get you to where you want to be. And the sooner you accept that and the sooner you implement this practice, the quicker it comes for you. The quicker you begin this journey, and it gets easier as you get this ball rolling. So don't be afraid of all the friction up front. It's normal, because it's not a part of your wiring and it's not a part of your routine, but it so easily can be. Just like brushing your teeth is habitual, just like washing your face is habitual, like washing your body is habitual. You going to work every single day has become habitual. And it wasn't something that was a part of your being before. These are things that you have taught and implemented every single day for it then to become a habit. So realize that that's what it is when it comes to the law of assumption. Act as though and you will receive. It's all about your inner belief system. So the moment you change that, your outer world changes and you align with who it is that you want to become, and that is then your reality. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys.